Welcome back to the SMS Weekly Digest.
The Mouth of South. I'm Dominic Honeypool.
And I'm Jessica Chitis.
This week's teacher was Miss Giddens.
And our winner is...
Here's next week's photo.
Be sure to drop off your guesses at the library. If you are the correct winner, you will win some treats from the SMS e-leaders.
There's a new kid in town. Just another new kid in town.
What do you teach here at South?
I teach 7th and 8th grade math.
Okay. What do you think of South so far?
It's definitely a lot bigger than where I came from. Where I came from, there was maybe 100, 150 kids in the middle school. This place is huge.
Okay, what do you coach?
I coach high school football. I coach the varsity offensive line.
And what is something everyone should know about you?
I like sushi.
We have seen a lot of learning intentions and success criteria around a lot this year. What is the student's role in all of this?
It's pretty simple in that students, teaching is sort of a reciprocal thing. It's teachers teach, students learn. So in order for learning clarity to be brought to students, in other words, so for things to be made clear, students have to understand what's expected of them, and then they need to know how they master that. So we came up with learning journals, and students will put their learning intentions in the journals, and however they organize their learning journals, it will depend on how they will then prove to themselves and to the teacher that they have learned or mastered what is being taught. So in other words, the student role would be to write down the objective, and then as an instruction unfolds, they write down the steps to accomplish the instruction or the objective. And then once they've done that, somewhere on the paper they would prove that they could do those things. The teacher would check it, and then the student would have that piece of work to take home with them, to study for tests, and to understand, very step by step, through explicitly being taught what's expected of them.
And now, the selfie second.
If you would like to be featured in the selfie second, hashtag your Instagram photos with hashtag SMS selfie second.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The canned food drive is for watered gardens to help them stock their shelves to help feed the homeless in our area. It's starting now until October 30th. You turn in your cans into your advisory. Every advisory grade gets whoever has the most. So if there's an advisory in 6th grade who gets the most cans, they win a pizza party, and the same for the rest of the grades.
Always try to help, care for one another. Always try to help, share what you have with others. Always try to help, be kind to everyone. Helping others is lots of fun.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay, this is Miss Nerl, the school counselor. If you have not seen her, I know who she is. And she's going to explain the 8th grader Heads Up, Here Comes College book to you today. So, can you explain this book to us?
Yeah, well, okay, so these are books that we received from the author himself, Jim Mullen. Dr. G met him at his secondary school principal conference, and I sent this young man, I really don't know if he's young or not though, but I sent him an email and he said, yeah, absolutely. And our lovely science teacher, Mrs. Klanda, when she was in St. Louis last weekend, actually met the author of this book and got 3 caseloads for us here at South Middle School. So, each 8th grader in your advisory will go through this book, and it's a very, very easy read, as you can see here. And it's actually for all you kids that definitely die hard, know you're going to go to college. This is great information to be aware of before you get to high school, because a lot of the information in here, actually every bit of the information, is just something for you kids to start thinking about how to make your high school count in order to make college count for you.
So will every 8th grader get a book?
Every 8th grader will have a book. However, we are going to get the books back. So you can't put your name in them because we're going to take them back so we can use it for, you know, the other 8th graders, because there will be other 8th graders besides you coming through our fine school.
What is cross country?
Cross country would be distance running for the middle school level. It would be like the mile in track, except for we run a mile and a half, boys and girls, 7th and 8th grade. But we call it cross country because it's over all terrain. So we're talking gravel, rock, grass, dirt, concrete, mud, you name it, we run across it.
What do you enjoy about cross country?
Running, making good connections, getting better at something I love. I really like it because it kind of makes you go out of your comfort zone when you're running, and you just get like a lot of new friends and you get closer to everyone on your team, and it's just really fun. Like, meets are fun, practices are fun, and yeah, and I love to run. So
I think what I enjoy most about cross country, especially at the middle school level, is we coach as 3 separate buildings, but we all come together as one big family. I like the family approach where every person is running for the person next to them, even if they're not a South kid, we're running for the North kid that's with us, or vice versa. We're one big family, and I like that ideal.
I enjoy that after all your practices and after all your races, how you do it really pays off, or sometimes it doesn't, but that's really fun. And having a team is really fun, and talking to them, and you grow closer as a family, and that's a fun part about cross country.
What is the biggest challenge in cross country?
the biggest challenge I would say is when you're in the race and you're feeling dead and you just don't want to go on anymore, to push forward.
The biggest challenge would have to be keep on going even though sometimes you hurt. Like in races, it doesn't matter because everyone else hurts too, so you have to remember that. And you have to keep on going because if you don't, all your hard work at practice won't pay off, so that can be hard sometimes.
Well, first off, cross country is a big mental game, so you've got to learn how to push through the pain and embrace the pain, I guess.
How would you say this season went?
It went really well. Everyone improved a lot, and some people started running harder than they had before, like last year. And some people broke new records, and a lot of people got great PRs at our last meet.
I think as a whole, everyone did an amazing job this year, and it was just, yeah, it was great. I mean, a lot of people PR'd. PR stands for personal record, and if you PR, that means you got a new personal record. And I think most of my team, they got faster. And I mean, the boys got conference champion.
How do you think you did?
Well, I think I did pretty good. At conference even, I tripped and fell in the beginning, but I still PR'd, so I think that was pretty good.
I think I did pretty good since I, broke the record. Yeah.
What were some of the highlights of the season?
The highlights of this year would be the 8th grade boys won the conference meet. We were projected to only be 2nd or 3rd. We had the conference champion and the runner-up in the boys' 8th grade race. We had the runner-up in the girls' race. Bella Jensen is the new school record holder for the 8th grade girls. And we had a small group of 7th graders that all ran really well for their conference meet.
And now, the weekly.
The Gooder.
Won't make it hot like a person would.
Hoagies and grinders, navy beans, meatloaf sandwich. Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe. Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe, come on. Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe, you done. Sloppy Joe, slop.
And now, back to the newsroom. A recent Gallup poll has showed that SMS is the #1 school in the Milky Way galaxy. On October 17th, there will be the Maple Leaf Parade.
On October 19th, it will be the choir concert.
Also, on October 19th through the 22nd, there is the PTA Book Fair. Hours from 8 to 4 on the 19th, 8 to 4 on the 20th, and 8 to 8 on the 21st, as well as 8 to 8 on the 22nd.
October 21st and 22nd, it will be parent-teacher conferences.
On October 22nd, there will be fall pictures.
October 23rd, there will be no school.
Just a reminder, don't forget to send any photos or videos to our email, eleadersms@gmail.com.
The question of the week is, why is James crying?
'Cause he just got dunked on!
I ain't even lying, yo, he just got dunked down. Yeah, he was standing in the way, so I jumped up in the air and I ducked it on his face. Why is James crying? 'Cause he just got dunked down. I ain't even lying, yo, he just got dunked down. Yeah, he was standing in the way, so I jumped up in the air and I ducked it on his face.
Check out our website, which is smseleaders.com.